You've arrived at the Montego Bay Airport, you've gone through customs and immigration, you have your luggage, and you're entering the area with all of the many transportation desks, and there are a lot. But who should you choose to get you safely from the airport to your chosen resort? What is the difference between all of these options? Hey everyone, this is Nancy from New Travel Escapes. If your transfers are not included with your package, you will need an honest and reliable transfer company to get you to and from your resort with ease and safety. Today, we're going to show you our top 5 transfer company recommendations at the Montego Bay Airport. When you're booking your vacation package to Jamaica, it's always wise to do a little bit of math. Sometimes it is cheaper to book a prepackaged vacation bundle from a travel company such as Cheap Caribbean, Southwest Vacations, WestJet Vacations, etc., and those often include your resort, your flight, and your transfers. Other times, it might be more advantageous to book the parts of your travel separately. Sometimes you can save some money packaging the trip yourself. You can choose flight times that better suit you. You can extend or shorten your trip as most packages are set up as a week. Or you may even want to split your trip between 2 different resorts. Or simply the included package transfers are not private and they're going to take you way too long dropping off other people before you get into your beach chair with a Mai Tai in your hand. Whatever your reasons are, we're here to let you know about our top 5 favorite transfer companies to take you from the Montego Bay Airport to your chosen resort. Our video is not sponsored and these opinions are our own based on our team's many years of travel. Let's start by saying that at the time of this video, rideshare services are not available at the Montego Bay Airport. So if that's what you were thinking, it's not happening right now. There are about 29 different transfer companies with desks located in the ground transportation and arrivals hall, and there are some more outside, so a lot to choose from for sure. For us, we almost always book our own transfers even when it's included with our package. Personally, I don't want to lose some of my vacation time by waiting on a bus as we drop people off at different resorts along the way, not if I don't have to anyway. We're going to tell you the top 5 transfer companies at Montego Bay Airport that we recommend to get you to your resort quickly and safely. And each of these companies is rated between a 4.5 and 5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor and Google reviews, so very highly rated. I'm going to show you the pricing from each of these transfer companies to Excellence Oyster Bay. I just picked this resort from random, and this is just so that we can compare apples to apples. For all of them, you can input whichever resort you're going to and get a price. But you know from this video how that company compares to its competition. Let's jump right in with Joe Cool Taxi and Tours Jamaica. Joe Cool Taxi and Tours is highly rated on TripAdvisor, and they are the only transfer company in our lineup today to offer both shared transfers and guaranteed private transfers. A shared transfer is one in which other travelers arriving around your flight time going to the area you're going to could be traveling with you. Unlike some of the shared transfers you get with a package deal, Joe Cool has a maximum waiting period of 30 minutes to accommodate their other clients. I want to mention this 30-minute maximum wait time because we have been kept waiting on included transfer buses for a couple of hours in the past. Someone scheduled to be on our bus had lost their luggage, and we had to wait until all of the luggage from the flight was picked up, and then those passengers had to fill out all of the paperwork involved in trying to find their luggage, and needless to say, long story short, it was a long time waiting on that bus until they finally got on and we were on our way. Not their fault, of course, but I think long and hard before I use the included shared package transfers now. A guaranteed private transfer is one in which you or your traveling party are the only ones in the vehicle on the way to your resort destination. With the guaranteed private transfer, you can also stop for food and beverages, etc., if necessary on the way to your resort destination. You will need to message them at Joe Cool to ask about what type of stop you want to make and what additional fees that would incur, but it's a nice option to know about, especially if you're traveling carry-on only and you need to make a quick stop for sunscreen, bug spray, and any other liquid essentials you wouldn't be able to bring in your carry-on. Regardless of which you choose, all Joe Cool Jamaican airport transfers include a complimentary beverage of your choice: Red Stripe beer, natural spring water, Sprite, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi on your arrival. Just let them know in advance which of those you prefer and they will have it waiting. We have found that in messaging Joe Cool, it's a bit hit or miss and less professional than I would expect, so make sure you contact them well in advance with any of your questions before you book. I'm going to give you pricing for transportation to the Excellence Oyster Bay Resort for comparison purposes only. Using Joe Cool, it is $120 USD round trip for 1 to 4 people, and it includes a bonus of 1 beverage per person. Each additional person is $30. There's no down payment needed with Joe Cool, just fill out the forms online and they will confirm your reservation by email. Major One Tours is another good option for getting to your hotel. Their website is really user-friendly and gives you lots of information. They give you upfront pricing and you can choose between private transfers and VIP transfers. The BMW transfers are pretty swanky if you have the cash and if you're celebrating something special. They're rated 5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor at the time of this video, so you know they're pretty solid. You can have a quick look at the different options that they offer. Their pricing is for the many different resort areas, and if you don't see your resort or you've booked an Airbnb or Vrbo, you can message them on the website for exact details of where you're going. When making your reservations, you can choose between VIP and regular, and it will show you the different pricing. Major One does not offer shared transfers, only private. Fill out the online forms, put down a 50% deposit for your booking. They will confirm your booking by email. Both Joe Cool and Major One are located outside of the transportation hall, so after you exit the customs hall, rather than proceeding to one of the many desks, you continue right outside the airport. One of the Major One representatives will be there waiting on you with the Major One tour sign, and it will have your name on it. They will escort you to your driver, who will in turn transport you to your resort. If you've booked their VIP transfer service, you get a premium vehicle, complimentary champagne or rum punch, and personalized decorations to make your trip even more special. For comparison, their pricing is $120 USD, 1 to 4 people, with $30 per person for each additional passenger. VIP transfers are doubled, starting at $240. Now, as I said, there's a minimum 50% deposit required at the time of booking. Now, their cancellation policies are a bit too complicated in my opinion. They are based on when you first put down your deposit, not your arrival. So within 48 hours of booking, not arriving, you can cancel for a full refund. More than 48 hours after booking, but less than 72 hours, it is only a 50% refund, and there is no refund after 72 hours of making a deposit. Now, with this being the case, I wouldn't book with Major One until a couple of days before you're set to arrive. Third on our list is Jamaica Exquisite Tours and Transfers. Jamaica Exquisite Transfers has been in business for over 15 years. They have a fleet of modern vehicles, including luxury cars, minivans, buses, and luxury coaches, all very spacious and fully air-conditioned. They too have the option of VIP service with more of their luxury cars, as well as regular service, and Jamaica Exquisite also offers service for those in wheelchairs. They too do not do shared transfers, they only focus on private. They aim to have a very personalized experience, and they have service to most hotels, villas, Airbnbs, as well as to various attractions on the island. Jamaica Exquisite also meets you out by the taxi stands right next to the currency exchange booth, and they'll be holding up a sign with your name on it. They offer free baby seats or child seats or whichever size you need, but as with all of them, you need to let them know that you will need a child seat in advance so that they will have it ready for you. You pay when you book using PayPal, credit, or debit card. Now, their cancellation policies are different. If you cancel 2 days before your arrival, there's no refund. If it is 3 or 4 days prior to your arrival, you get a 50% refund. And if it is 5 or more days prior to your arrival, you get a full refund. So you need to know more than 5 days out that you won't be using them if you're going to cancel. To compare pricing for round-trip transfers to Excellence Oyster Bay, it is $110 USD for 1 to 3 people, and each additional person is $20 round-trip. As I mentioned, they also have VIP transfers. You can upgrade with VIP transportation in luxury vehicles such as stretch limousines, town cars, luxury SUVs, and a few more, and it includes champagne service upon arrival. You can message them directly for a quote in whichever upgraded vehicle that you happen to be interested in. Up next is Island Transfers and Tours. Island Transfers and Tours is a family-owned transportation company started in 2009 by Byron and Eileen Powell. They have great customer service, and if you have any questions at all, Eileen is super at responding quickly with any information you may need via email. They have a wide choice of sedans, minivans, and buses depending on your group size. They're fully air-conditioned, clean, and ready to take you to your favorite destination. Island Transfers operates 7 days a week, and they focus on customer service. Like the previous companies, Island Transfers also only offers private transfers and no shared transfers. They have infant and child seats available. You just need to let them know in advance that you'll need them, and I'm going to harp on that because I've had friends arrive, didn't let them know they needed a child seat, and were surprised when there wasn't one available. Just let them know. They are not wheelchair accessible at the time of this video. Now, when you book, you pay by credit card in full, and you are eligible for a full refund if you cancel at least 24 hours in advance of your travel date. Very simple policies here. Their pricing, for comparison to Excellence Oyster Bay, is $120 USD for 1 to 4 people, and you add $30 per person more. These are for round trip. Last but certainly not least is Best Jamaica Travels. They are highly rated with a 5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor, and it's easy to see why. They focus on having a great product with quality customer service. They started operating in 2013. They have a goal to be the most guest-centric transportation company on the island. They offer only private transportation services, so no shared ones, and they aim to customize their service to suit each of their guests' needs by offering add-ons when you book. If you want to use Best Jamaica, you will fill out the reservation form online. Now, before I get into this, I want to explain something that caught me off guard when I was first booking with them. I saw bestjamaicatours.com and bestjamaicatravels.com. I thought they were different companies, but they are actually one and the same. There is a lot to love about this transfer company. There is no need to pay in advance unless it is simply more convenient for you, or if you're going to use PayPal. You can pay when you arrive at the airport using a credit card, or you can pay in USD, CAD, euros, or pounds. You can get a full refund if you have to cancel your reservation. The only requirement for cancellation is that they ask that you please cancel before the vehicle has been dispatched to commence your service. Now that is more than fair. Best Jamaica is located at Desk 4 in the Transportation Hall. They have a very user-friendly website, or sites if you will, and you can chat with them via WhatsApp, which can be really handy when you're away and don't want to bother with the expense of a SIM for your phone. They track your airline so they know when to expect you. They have complimentary child seats. They have a bunch of different vehicle options depending on how large your group is. And I really like that Best Jamaica can accommodate groups of up to 200. So if you're organizing a convention or wedding, it may be worth chatting with Best Jamaica Travels to see what they can offer you. You can customize your booking with add-ons like Red Stripe beer for $5 each, or juice boxes or water at $2 and sodas are $3, and they even offer to pick you up a birthday cake for $25 if you need one. They too have VIP service, and at the time of this video, one of your options is a pretty nice Mercedes-Benz. To Excellence Oyster Bay, it is $110 USD round trip for 1 to 3 passengers. Each additional passenger is $20 per person, and if you want to opt for that Mercedes to EOB, then you will double your costs at $220 round trip. So let's put up a side-by-side comparison on the screen to recap. They are all so similar in cost, it will really come down to your personal wants and needs. If you want to save some money and are okay with shared transfers, then Joe Cool is a good option with their no waiting longer than 30 minutes policy. Otherwise, their private transfers are pretty much the same price as the others. They will give you a beer or soda though. Joe Cool also offers to make a stop if you have booked private transfers with them, and this can be very helpful if you travel carry-on only and want to stop at a Mega Mart or Price Mart for some essentials. The other companies may do that, but I've never inquired about it. Just be sure to find out how long they're willing to stop and how much extra it costs before you book with any of them. If you want to pay when you arrive, then you have the option of Joe Cool and Best Jamaica. In my opinion, I find Best Jamaica to be a touch more professional. Best Jamaica allows you to add on different beverages if you want one, and even a cake if you're celebrating something. Best Jamaica has many different options to suit your needs, even luxury coaches for weddings. Major One, Island Transfers, and Jamaica Exquisite require some or all of the payment up front. Island Transfers' refund policy is fair. The other two are not great when compared to their competition. Major One and Jamaica Exquisite both offer VIP vehicles and services, but if you want to go all out with a VIP vehicle, maybe decorated stretch limo with champagne, then Jamaica Exquisite might be the one to look at. Overall, these are some of the highest rated transfer companies in Montego Bay to get you from the airport to your chosen hotel. I used Excellence Oyster Bay as an example for comparison purposes, but if you actually are going to Excellence Oyster Bay and you have included transfers from the resort, They use seasons transfers, and I didn't include them here because they're owned by Excellence and they only offer transfers to their resort. If you're using seasons to get to Excellence, then they're located at desk 16 in the transportation hall, just an FYI. Overall, it really comes down to what you most value in your transfer company and what works best for you. These 5 are highly rated on both TripAdvisor and Google, and if you're deciding between a couple of them, don't hesitate to read some reviews to see what others have experienced using these companies. Prices are always changing, of course, but this is what is on offer at the time of this video, and hopefully it gives you some good information on the transfer companies that we like and how they compare to one another, so you can start your search for a safe, reliable, and affordable transfer company when you're in the Montego Bay area. We rated these ones as our favorites based on our knowledge and experiences. If you have a favorite company, please comment below and let us know why you like them and what your experience was like. There are a lot of different transfer companies in Montego Bay, and we certainly don't know about all of them. Because you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that can be especially helpful if you're traveling carry-on only, or if you want some special alcohol in your room and don't want to pay the ridiculous prices at the duty-free or the resort. There is an online shopping site that is handy to use, www.greenapples.store, and it is located at a large mall in Montego Bay called the Green Apples Witter Village. They have souvenirs, wine, alcohol, travel necessities, and much more. If you spend $50, the shipping is free, and they often have same-day shipping right to your resort. Make sure you find a current promo code, it's usually somewhere on social media, for a discount. If you fly carry-on only and need sunscreen, it is expensive at the resorts. Green Apples isn't necessarily the cheapest, but definitely cheaper than the resort pricing, and when you buy a few bottles of sunscreen and some sun aftercare lotion, you're pretty much at the $50 mark anyway, and it will be delivered to your resort. Still often less than paying to check a bag on both flight directions. Now this is just something to think about. We're not sponsored. I just think it's handy. As always, a huge thank you to all of our subscribers. We appreciate you, and we will keep you updated on the resorts that we visit, what we like, and what we wouldn't repeat so that you don't waste your money. If you're heading to Montego Bay, you may want to watch our How to Navigate the Montego Bay Airport for some valuable tips to get you through quickly and stress-free. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.